Hey guys, this is the Madcap. I wanted to talk about something in mind. So I got the message through a friend of mine on Twitter that Chadwick Boseman had passed away, and I couldn't even believe it at first. But then knowing that it was trending across social media, this is a huge, shocking turn of events that has come up. Considering how much that we're surviving in 2020 with COVID 19, a lot of protesting going on, the election year that's approaching with our country. That that we lost one of the most that we lost Chadwick Boseman, who's turned out to be a huge successful actor. With his work with the MCU films like Black Panther, The Avengers, and and the films that he was involved in that led to him being pushed to the spotlight to the public, which is a great accomplishment for the actor. But so if you guys haven't heard, this actor passed away due to a 4 year long battle of colon cancer, and right now, like new news media outlets and other platforms are continually reporting about his death, as as it should, as typical within a lot of news media. But I noticed this weird trend going on where apparently, like, public Twitter is responding unpleasantly to the fact that like recently, like, I don't really follow this website, but Scream Rant put out like an article concerning the future for Black Panther 2. Like, what will happen to Black Panther 2 without Chadwick Boseman? What is the future of the MCU? I think it's very important to have these conversations because when you think about this, um, Heath Ledger, another well-known actor who proved to be who was successful after the fact that The Dark Knight came out, who had died right before the film's release, um, was perpetuated across media hype and a lot of like advertisement campaigns surrounding The Dark Knight and his portrayal for the Joker. And that film led to a very successful blockbuster where it grossed $1 billion, and Heath Ledger was awarded an Oscar uh, for his fucking terrific performance as a Joker. And then with Paul Walker, an actor for the Fast and Furious franchise, who had died in a crazy car accident while filming Furious 7. Uh, People were curious to know, like, what's going to happen with Furious 7. They haven't like finished shooting all the scenes with Paul Walker, and so Furious 7 was built on a lot of hype, and just to build up to see how what the film turned out without Paul Walker's without all of Paul Walker's finished scenes that they were doing in principal photography. And so that led to pretty much just the film grossing $1.5 billion. It was a nice send off to Paul Walker, and that obviously cemented the Fast and Furious franchise to be a massive blockbuster IP and stuff. But I noticed this recent thread that's been popping up that Looper, which is kind of like a Watch Mojo type channel, except better. But I don't really like follow Looper. We're making just these quick video reports about Chadwick Boseman, his his last activity before his death, what people didn't know about, because I frankly didn't know he was going through like a 4 year long battle of colon cancer, and I think some people never knew that either. That because recently, even I just found this out as well, that Chadwick Boseman had came out on Instagram and he had lost some shape due to his medical battle. He came out looking for a gun, and he was subjected to pretty much to a lot of jokes by a lot of people, to a lot of harassment. Which I think, for me, in actuality, that's actually more disgusting than some channel making videos out of Chadwick Boseman. Because why can't we have the conversation with Chadwick Boseman? I think it's very important to have this conversation because a lot of people are ignorant and don't know the facts, and and I think it's important to talk about like what the future is going to be, and he does have other films besides Black Panther 2 that he has filmed, and they're about to be released pretty soon, going through post production. But yeah, I was just looking at these videos, and what this boils down to is just pretty much just like, given the runtime for each of these, it's just like mostly new facts, but pretty much just stating the same facts that we've gathered when this news first came up about his passing. Like what no one knew about Chadwick Boseman's death. So it's pretty much just highlighting Chadwick Boseman as an actor in his career, and where he started off, where he branched out, and his condition, of course, going through his battle with colon cancer. And also Chadwick Boseman's final message on Twitter, because I took a look at these videos. I don't think people have. And I think people are just looking at the fact that people are just making videos about Chadwick Boseman and are disgusted by it. But Boseman's final message on Twitter video was just essentially just, what he's been addressing to the public. And frankly, it was just a video just reporting on his endorsement to Kamala Harris, the vice president running under Joe Biden. And, just telling people to go out and vote on November 2020. Go out and vote for whoever's running in the election. And then that's pretty much it. And yeah, some of these videos do talk about other projects that Boseman was working on besides Black Panther 2. Because when you think about Black Panther 2, COVID-19 happened, and it really pushed a lot of like productions that haven't reached principal photography stage on hold, because Hollywood is they're scared about having their actors, their filmmakers, to come sick with COVID-19, even considering the fact that 100,000 lives have been lost in this pandemic, and so they're just trying to keep everybody safe, but that means that a lot of money's being lost because they have to put these productions on hold. And same with Black Panther 2, because you gotta be aware, like Disney probably knew about Chadwick Boseman's condition, Marvel Studios, Kevin Feige. So they wanted to film Black Panther 2 right off the bat, with Chadwick Boseman around, but because of COVID-19, they haven't started filming Black Panther 2. And sadly, this unexpectedly led to Chadwick Boseman just passing away from his long-term illness after a huge battle that he's been going through. And I think it's very important to have these conversations, because what people don't really realize is pretty much how the media landscape works, and how, especially in this standard, how the internet works, is that you're gonna have people talking about political figures and celebrities who have passed away or died very tragic deaths and very tragic scenarios, being reported on the basis of just getting it out there to the public, because you're gonna have just recently we had that Frank Churchill video, film, with Gary Oldman that came out 3 years ago, and there was also that Heath Ledger documentary that came out a year ago, where it highlights pretty much the legacy of Heath Ledger and his career that before it led to his death by overdose. But you're gonna have narrative biopics. You're gonna have news articles or documentaries are going to be reporting about certain people, considering how crazy this is. And this is a crazy situation. And I think Disney's panicking, and Marvel Studios is panicking. And what will the future be without Chadwick Boseman? I mean, what's going to happen now? Are they just gonna find a new actor? Because that's usually the ideal way. Because you want to find a hungry actor just trying to break out in the mainstream, or you just want to find a long-term veteran who's have experience within the industry, or they could just resort to the Rogue One method of just resurrecting actors through CGI, which I feel that's uncomfortably and unethically wrong, in my opinion. But it's the age we live in, where you could resurrect actors through special effects. But I made some responses on this, just barely just one, and yeah, this is from a user in Nabber, and I responded like the fact that reports are made before he died is disgusting. I questioned that, and some other person just came out in response to say, "Nah, bro, several videos using his death for money." But you know, like I said, like virtually every dead celebrity or political figure is still being talked about in uh, media content across many forms of media. And I mean, by that logic, I mean, I am Heath Ledger. By that logic, I am Heath Ledger should be taboo because that was supposedly being made for money, but which clearly wasn't. It was just like a pretty sound documentary about the life of Heath Ledger. So I think it's time to just like uh, let our fucking emotional arguments go because frankly this is all due to just like people just I don't want to put like political stuff in it, but if it's because it's Chadwick Boseman and he's like our Martin Luther King of acting, I think people are just like taking this. I think people are just taking this very very vitriolic in manner because you know, I mean, this is no different from when Heath Ledger passed away or Paul Walker or even recently with Carrie Fisher, even though they've already made billions off of the foundation that she made with her character in Star Wars, and how involved she's been. But yeah, I think it's time to just like stop with these weird threads, because frankly, it's just going to be part of just something that's going to be ignored. Considering that this is going to be like a never-ending cycle with news media outlets and stuff, and how we perceive these things, and how we can make reports on the internet, given how much freedom and access we have to technology. That we can make videos like these on YouTube. But tell me what you guys think about this controversy, which it shouldn't be a controversy really. You know, because people are still talking about like political figures and celebrities and stuff. But you know, like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching. And I hope you guys take care and goodbye.